Well, hello, everyone. It is Thursday, August the 8th, 2024. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play some Wordle. Our good friend Velveeta, a long time viewer, writes in, I think oaken would be an interesting starting word. You are absolutely correct, my friend, and I am pretty confident that this will be the first time we have used oaken as our opener. So let's see, for the first time ever, what we get with oaken. All right, we get a letter A, and it's in position. So anytime you see any green, you've got a good opener. So happy to see that. And also interesting and good stuff, we've ruled out the O and the E. So maybe there's a double A, but maybe there's a U or an I involved in this puzzle as well. So we can certainly take that under advisement. So in that regard, what would be interesting to pair with that A? What might be interesting? There's a lot of possibilities here. Goodness gracious, there's certainly a lot. How about, like part of me wants to try looking at another vowel. Part of me wants to go with a consonant-heavy second guess. So if we go with the consonant-heavy second guess, here's an example. An example would be the word watch, W-A-T-C-H. So this is a different type of play. Obviously, it could be the answer, but we're looking to maybe approach it not necessarily from the vowel side, but the consonant side. You know what? Let's do that. Let's try that as a strategy. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word watch? No, it's not. But look at that. I got a C, a letter C, and in position. Good information to have, indeed. So again, looking at the... I feel like this makes it not likely that there's another A. It would probably have to be at the end. So now if there's going to be another vowel, it would be an I or a U. And I gotta tell you, I feel like maybe I'm on the right track with this consonant-heavy word because there's nothing that looks good for the letter U or the I. So I think we're on the right track focusing on consonants here. So to that end, let's see here. I think the way you attack this one is from the middle. Like, what would be a great complement to the A and the C, between the A and the C? I was going to say ARC, things like March, but of course we tested the H. So maybe not the R, right? No. And again, if there is going to be a vowel, I suppose you could make the case for U. So I think like a word like sauce, but of course the problem there is we tested the E. So that's interesting. Now maybe it's not the best strategy to take it from the inside out is a matter of speaking. Very interesting. ALC... no. This is interesting indeed. That letter C, there's not a lot I feel like I can naturally do with this. Again, AUC, I want to say sauce with that, and we've ruled it out. So I got to purge that from my brain. I suppose maybe we look at the possibility of an A at the end. So let me just do a visualization and see if that inspires anything. No, unfortunately that doesn't. That does not inspire anything in me. What would make sense is a potential last letter in this puzzle if it's not a double A. It's most likely not going to be an S because plurals are not going to be a factor here. Very interesting. I think the specific, progress to get the second and the fourth letter in here is probably leaving me with more puzzlement than if it ended up solving in a different manner. Boy, the ARC also. Again, the problem with ARC in the middle is my mind can only visualize ARCE. So that becomes a bit of a problem. Oh, what about ARCY? But that's the problem. Marcy and Darcy are proper names. So I don't think that works, right? We haven't tested. Oh, we haven't tested the U. Oh, wait a minute. I think we've got it. Marcy, Darcy has me like, but if we put the AUC, now we get saucy. I think we were just supposed to get saucy with this puzzle. So if that's correct, the story here is just sounding words out to see if a sound alike comes into your head. We don't do that. At least that's not how my brain typically works. But I think in this case, having those two names, Marcy and Darcy, kind of just my mind was thinking of, again, words that sounded like that, and that would be the answer. I believe this is the answer, but let's find out before we do it. Let's not be hasty on our post-game analysis yet. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word saucy? Yes, it is. All right, so now we can continue the post-game analysis. An interesting way to solve that one. An interesting puzzle. And also, not unlike yesterday, macaw saucy. Also kind of an interesting solve word. So this may have been a tricky week for some folks. And again, it'll be interesting to see in the comments how everyone's done. If you had some troubles with these, or if you just kind of worked your way through them. Always fun to read the individual stories of all the folks that do these along with me. It's a great time, and if you don't read the comments, I highly recommend you jump in. It's an amazing community. Well, tomorrow is going to be, of course, it's going to be Fearless Friday, and we are going to start with the word vexed. So that will be challenging. Hopefully I will not be vexed. Hopefully I'll be able to be clear-headed and solve the puzzle. Folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.